Hey, this you have to see. Pakistan has this foreign minister named Shah Mahmood Qureshi. And this guy doesn't even try to hide anti-Semitic slurs with the coded language and sophisticated analogies and metaphors that some try to use to hide their anti-Semitic slurs. He just drops an anti-Semitic slur that Jews control the media during the first 15 seconds of an interview with CNN's Bianna Golodryga, and you just have to see this. Now, sadly, and we'll talk about this more later this week, there has been an explosion of anti-Semitic violence around the U.S. in the last few days. Since the Israeli-Gazan ceasefire, there are random Jewish people being attacked and beaten across the U.S., incidents being investigated in Los Angeles and New York and in many other places, people being punched, kicked, beaten. It's insane what's going on. We're seeing it on our channel where we're having to ban, at this point, it's hundreds of people per day. It's never been this bad. It's been bad. It's never been as bad as in the last week. Anti-Semitic comments, and we're just banning people on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, etc. But this isn't random people. Like, I expect to get emails about Jews control the media, from Bob in West Virginia. But this is the Pakistani foreign minister using this line. So let's jump into it. This interview taking place right before the Israeli-Gazan ceasefire was announced. Take a look.
And the Pakistani foreign minister joins me now from New York. Mr. Minister, thank you so much for joining us. It has been a very busy day. From your end, do you hear any talks about a possible ceasefire coming anytime soon?
I am convinced the tide is turning. I am convinced the public pressure, the pressure of public opinion is mounting, and ceasefire is inevitable. Israel is losing out. They're losing the media war despite their connections. They are losing the media war. The tide is turning.
What are their connections?
Deep pockets.
What does that mean?
Well, they're very influential people. They control media.
I would call that an anti-Semitic remark.
Well, you see, the point is they have a lot of influence and they get a lot of coverage. Now, what has balanced that is the citizen journalist.
Their connections, deep pockets, they control the media. I have to commend Bianna Golodryga because she did something that lots of people won't do, which is just straight up call it what it is, which is anti-Semitic. There's often mincing words where the purveyor of this stuff will use coded language. And then the person doing the interview also will use coded language or mince words in some way. He goes headfirst, dive right into it. Jews control the media with money and influence. And she says that's an anti-Semitic comment. And the foreign minister is sort of unsure how to respond. And he kind of drifts into something else and says, well, let me say this other thing. Now, what's really nuts, and this, I don't even know what to call this. If you look online at articles and segments about this segment, it is riddled with even more anti-Semitic comments saying good for the finance minister for calling out Jewish control of media. There's a huge contingent, and sadly, many are on the American left, who loved what the foreign minister said. It's sad, but it's seen as more acceptable to be openly anti-Semitic at this time because of the Israeli-Palestinian situation, which, of course, relates to Israeli foreign policy, which I find terrible, right? And I've called out, how long have I been against Israeli foreign policy and the Netanyahu administration? I don't know. And the reason that there's general anti-Semitism towards random global Jews is because of the anti-Semitic trope that any Jewish person around the world holds a dual loyalty to Israel. And we've talked about that many times before. Now, by the way, Pakistani Twitter was cheering this as if the finance minister, the foreign minister, did the most heroic thing anybody could have done, finally putting the Jews in their place for control of media, as if it's a new and unstated truth that he's finally willing to say. Pakistani Twitter users have been calling the finance minister courageous, brave, wise. It is jarring. It's not altogether surprising. I saw one nice response to this clip, which was an image of pictures of Jewish elected officials with Stars of David, American elected officials with Stars of David identifying them as Jewish. It was a really nice touch, you can imagine. So anyway, nice job by Bianna Golodryga. She's getting absolutely destroyed for this by Pakistani Twitter and by others. It's all become quite more brazen lately. I don't remember it ever being as bad as in the last week. We don't have enough moderators on any of our platforms to actually keep up with the anti-Semitism that has exploded here. And we'll have a little more about this on the show's Instagram. Make sure you're following us there at David Pakman Show, and follow me on Instagram at david.pakman. We'll take a quick break. Next, there's somebody now, you might be able to guess who, proposing a real insurrection, not like the one from January 6th. That's after the break.